Hello Whovians, welcome back to the main channel. Today we're talking about a character that has returned, just make sure that I'm in shot, that has returned, that no one expected to return, but has returned completely. And I, for one, am very excited, but at the time when I did my review of Legendary Ruby Sunday, I was like, I was like this, because the character looked very familiar, and I wasn't too sure if I'd actually seen the character before, because obviously sometimes when you bring back an old character, they change it completely so that it looks nothing like the original. So Sutekh was in the Pyramid of Mars, and which is a very good story, but Sutekh is an Egyptian god. I'm just trying to work out the best way of putting this. So Sutekh is an Egyptian god, and with Egyptian gods, they're becoming quite popular recently because Marvel did Moon Knight, which was about the Egyptians. So I know that Egyptians and the mythological gods in a lot of franchises are quite popular. Again, do I know why? No. And do I question it? No. But Sutekh now looks more like a dog, rat, bird hybrid, whereas Sutekh of yesteryear in Big Finish, in the actual story, so image-wise, looks more like half dog. It was a mixture between half dog, half human, and Omega, which is another villain of the similar ilk face-wise. So if you picture what Omega looks like, if you know that answer, it's like a diamond head. Look at the thumbnail, and you'll see what Sutekh looks like. I think I never mentioned in the review, because I've only just noticed by looking closely at images of the new version of Sutekh, who is voiced by the exact same voice actor that has been playing Sutekh since 1974. So he played Sutekh on audio and in the actual episode. He's got a ruby in his head. So does that mean, and this is only a wild theory, that he's the creator of Ruby Sunday, and if you destroy that ruby, you kill Ruby Sunday? Because A, that would be fantastic. Because we all know that she's going to be around at least for series 15, because the story arc is between two series. So we know that it's not going to wrap up next week with the Empire of Death, or with Tales of the TARDIS. So this could mean that we won't destroy that ruby, but if that ruby, if Sutekh does die, I don't think that will mean that it's what it is. But I quite like that they've put Sutekh in the circle of, well, we've got Maestro, we've got the Toy Maker, we've got the Trickster. They're all other type of gods, as we've previously mentioned in my review. So we've moved them all together to make them a family of gods, and I think that the Toy Maker is the ringleader, if you will. You know how you have criminals, you have a ringleader. Well, the Toy Maker is probably the ringleader, and I think that what makes this a good time for Sutekh to return is because without Chris Chibnall creating Doctor Who Flux, we wouldn't have these world-changing features. I think that Sutekh is still a spooky, still has that menacing, sinister voice, and that's what works really well, in my opinion, for a character like Sutekh, is that you want someone that's booming, you want someone that's freaky, but I do think that the design now isn't as good as the design once was. What I mean by that is because the design now has more of a ratish feature in the nose department rather than a dog's nose. That could just be me just nitpicking it very much minute detail, which I could be doing, and if I am, then just ignore me, because it's only me that's spoiled that issue. But I think that, and sorry if the audio off, I tried to have a look at it. I don't know what happened in my Inside Number 9 videos on my third on the website. So if the audio is off, I do apologise. I am looking into it, because I'm still learning how to use this new camera, so I do apologise. So I think that the original Sutekh was designed that way for A, practical reasons, B, creative decision, and C, because it looks quite like something that's perfect. And I think that now, because we want to step up the game, and we want to show that that Sutekh is more menacing this time, we have to have a bigger output. So if Sutekh was just currently the TARDIS stood there, like, it meant that it does mean that if you really, really look carefully, you could just go and get the TARDIS. Not having it as a massive dog, rat, bird hybrid means that it could wrap around the TARDIS, so that it looks more menacing, and the purpose of the menace is a lot more visual, is a lot more telling, and says, look, he might have been just a bloke that stood there. Now he's going to wrap you around and not let you move. He's going to use the power, and he probably mentioned that I've had an upgrade. I have had an upgrade, and I'm doing my job there. Yeah, you might mention it at some point in Empire of Death, but there might not be enough time. I don't know. So overall, I'm very excited for the return of Sutekh, and I just can't wait to see what Sutekh gets up to next. Who will be the next returning villain from in the early line of Doctor Who, and then Russell said, we're going to have original characters, we're not going to have anyone return, and then bang, they hit us with this return. It's like, I think he was trying to hide that this return was going to be the biggest return since sliced bread. So if Russell T Davies returning stays since 6 years, we've had returning villains such as Sutekh, the toy maker. Who else will return in this era? Will it be another long distance villain that's even more powerful than Sutekh or the toy maker? Only time will tell. There guys, want Jim Dower to act. Bye!
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.